In this video, first we're going to zoom out and take a look at real estate as a whole of Connecticut from a macro perspective. Then we'll zoom in to New Haven and Hartford counties to show you a little bit tighter on what's going on. All right, so here we've got, you can see your color coding here. So at the top left, you've got your entire MLS in blue, Hartford County in green, New Haven County in gold. As you can see, doesn't really matter where you are in the state. Everything's pretty much trending together. So every year I'm showing you the last 5 years. The market's peaked in August, right? We talk about this every month. This year is no different. Here we are ending with July numbers because you need to wait for the month to end before you can record the data for that month, right? So here we are with July information. So what's interesting is this info is 30 days old, right? Because it takes 30 to 45 days for you to close on a house. So the data that we have here, I know it says July, but those houses closed in July. So that means that they came on the market, most of them, 30 to 45 days prior to that. So these are actually more like June numbers. And I'll tell you from my own business that July was a crazy month, and that when August numbers come out, which were the houses that came on the market in July, selling in August, um, that pricing trend that you're seeing here, which is tailing up, is probably going to continue. Now you can see that the steepest taper in pricing happened from March to June, and now you're starting to see that curve, which happens every year. I mean, June, July, and then it's continuing to curve off, right? So if I was a betting man, that will probably continue. So what does that mean for today, right? What does that mean for today? It means that we're at the beginning of the seasonal slowdown of the market, right? So right now, the numbers that are going to come out in at the end of August, so I'll be showing you those numbers in September, right? Historically, the houses that are coming on the market, you start to see that slow. Like it's not going to be as hot or as high as July, right? It's the beginning of the taper off. People are getting ready for school. So the last 2 weeks of the month will be slower in terms of number of showings. And instead of 7 offers on a property, which I was in that this weekend, which is interesting to say, you might just see 3 offers, which is still bonkers, right? It's still a crazy market. It's just the beginning of that cool down, right? So for interest rates, so this graph is from Freddie Mac, which is it's showing you a survey of across the country what the average interest rate is. So at 6.96%. I mean, I was looking at a qualification earlier today that was at 8%, which is really wild to me. Um, so but we're still not past the peak of November of 2022. We were at 7.08% interest. And what's amazing is you'd think that, traditionally and it's just historically, that this would actually slow the market down, but it's not. Why is that? Well, it's because we're down 27% um, for putting new homes on the market. So we're losing listings at a faster rate than we're losing buyers. So, but even with these macroeconomic things taking place, you're still seeing peaks and valleys in the market, and things are still going accordingly. So, in recap,